Let some people get on here and let's see what we got going on. Hey guys, how you doing? Let's let some people get on here and let's see what we got going on. We got 2 members. Come on, guys, let's get us a bunch of people going up here. Hey, Joe, how you doing, brother? Doing good, man. Doing good. Let's see, there's 5. Come on, let's get some more. Hold off on getting it up here, guys. Let's see. 6. 7. How you guys doing? Good deal, good deal. Let's get this going, guys. Get some more in here. We want this group to be the most active group they are. We want everybody to know what we're doing, our mission, and what you can do at home to help. It's 10. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, brother. 11. I'm gonna start. Okay, guys. First off and foremost, our mission is working. Everything we're doing, guys. Alert, alert, alert. A 2-week project. I want to thank the United States Marshal Service for rescuing those 39 kids in 2 weeks. Their operation was successful. Everything was great. Everything turned out awesome. 9 arrests, 9 people off the street that won't be preying on our children. How's that, guys? Let's give us a hand. Come on. That's what we need. That's what we got to have. We've got to have that. It tickled me to death when I found that out. What was even better is knowing some of our operatives was out on the outside of that. That was what was wild. That was lovely. Awesome. Power. That's what it was. Awesome. That's everybody coming together. Everybody coming together as a team. That's what we got to do, guys. We got to come together as a team. So let's, oh mercy, it brought tears to my eyes when I seen that, knowing what those kids and probably been in, what they'd have endured and everything. It's just kind of like, whoa, just to see that's over now, just to say that, hey, that's over. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. Everybody coming together. You can see the law enforcement. You see their faces as they're talking about it. You could tell how joyful and how happy they was about it as they was standing there talking. And looking around and congratulating people. That is what we got to have, guys. That is where it's at. That is the power of numbers in our voice. That's what that is. Remember that. Okay, guys. Let's see here. I've got a lot of things. I've got everything in the world coming in here. Okay, guys. So we're starting pretty much another task force team. I am looking for members, guys. I'm looking for members who really want to do it, who really want the justice of it, who really want to bring these guys to justice, who want to stop this, who wants to end this. That's what kind of guys we're looking for. Not looking for guys with this, looking for guys with this. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for men and women who wants to back us, who wants to help us in every which way we can. We have a great team with moderators already, moderators coming together in this group. Lava has done tremendous with this job, with this group. I'm telling you, she is one of the best admins I have ever seen. For someone to be able to pull a group together and start a group from scratch, and now look at it. What are we? Almost 33,000 members. And these ain't just 33,000 members that's not vetted. These members are vetted. These people want to be here. These people are like you and I. They want to be here. That is awesome. Let's see here. eyes, guys. Remember, we look for this. So, in order to do that, most of my team is former bounty hunters. We use, well, our bounty hunters, but I need people who, this next team is going to be all about trafficking, all about child trafficking and human trafficking, nothing else. That's why we got to have the skills of the bounty hunters. We've got to have the skills and the knowledge of the law enforcement. We've got to have the tools of our military. We've got to have things that we know that's going to stand when nothing else will. We got to have things that say, hey, when I need this resource, I've got this resource. So that's what we're looking for. And now I'm not talking about material things, guys. I'm talking about your mind. I'm talking about resources that you can come up with your mind. We want people who's good with tactics, people who's good with operations, people who's good with just setting up scenario scenes, people who knows what they're doing, people with blueprints, knows how to map this stuff out. I can only be in one place at one time. I cannot be nowhere else. We're working on so many cases right now and so many things, people coming in and just asking for information and asking for input and how they get started and what they need to do with this. Guys, this is what I'm telling you. If you guys want in on this, this is where it's got to be. This is how you get the fundamentals. This is how you get your mind training, your mindset for this stuff. You got to get ready. So in order to do that, we got to push our resources. We got to push what we already have to use. We don't start fresh. We use what we have. We use what we have right now. Currently today, we use what we have. We have this group that has 33,000 members in it, guys. 33,000. We use this group. I'm in talks with other groups. Other groups have 23, 24,000. Some have 32,000. Can you imagine a force we would be? We would be a force to reckon with. 100,000 members in a group coming together. You ain't going to beat that. You ain't going to beat those eyes. Eyes out everywhere. We know what's going on. We know where you're at. And then they're reporting back to agencies. See what I'm saying? That's where we're going to win this battle at. We can't go out alone. I can't do it by myself. My team, our team, we can't do it by ourselves. We got to have you guys. We have to have you guys. We have to have people who want to put an end to human trafficking once and for all. That's a fact. We have to have people who understand, hey, I may not be coming back tonight, but I know what I'm doing. My reward is a lot more than what it would be here on this earth. I'm protecting children. I'm helping children. I'm doing everything we can. But we have to get this out, guys. We have to have it to where it's in our grasp, where we can grab a hold of it and bring it into. Here's what we do, guys. We see darkness, and what we do, we shed a little bit of light. That light, that flashlight, that light up on a little bit of darkness. All of a sudden, word of mouth shines more light. Light starts covering the darkness. Then we come in. Our task force teams come in. Our police, our law enforcement, our people who really, really care, and we grab a hold of their darkness and we pull it into the light even farther for you guys. As we're grabbing a hold of it, we pull it, and as we're pulling it, the dark is coming, and of course you guys are building and the light is shining on the dark. That's what we do. We bring the darkness to the light. Protests are great, guys. Protest is awesome. I encourage everyone, you guys, to get in touch with our admin, Lava, because she is, oh my gosh, she is a force to reckon with. She is a machine. Her mind does not quit on what she believes in. That's what I like about working with her. I love that. I love that. I love seeing people like that. There's just something about when she gets on these live videos of hers, you can tell, guys, It's not fake. It's not fake at all. You can see the joy that she's putting out there. And you know what's most important? She loves doing it. This is something that's in her heart. And you can tell it. You can tell it 100% that she loves doing this. So let's see you guys. You're awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to set up our own task force team. We're going to have our own task force. And it's going to involve you guys. You guys are going to be involved just as much. Thank you, Lava. Let me wave to somebody here. I love this wind just blows. I love it. It gives you this. It just goes through your blood. I love it. But now check this out, guys. Now this is what we got to have done. We got to do this. You the people, is where it's coming at. Now remember, there's an old saying. How many hundreds of years ago, guys? How many hundreds of years ago? We the people. Well, let me tell you something. We the people are fed up. We're not going to take it no more. We're not going to take you, these pedophiles out here, taking our kids and doing God knows what with them. And in the end, we know what the end result is. We're not going to do that no more. We're not going to have people preying on our children no more. Because we're putting an end to it at all costs. Our project, the Shell project, at all costs. It's not, it's at all costs. That's what we got to get to their heads. At all costs. We are not joking around with this. We don't believe in it. It's not right. It's an evil that we're going to rid. That's the way we're going to do it. We're going to start. We're going to have laws changed. These people that harm children and harm this kid, harm that kid, go to the next kid, and then they finally get brought in 5, 6 years later, untelling how many cases it's not even going to be mentioned in a damn court of law. That's not going to happen no more. No, because when they get brought in to judge, and we're going to have legislation on our terms, on what we know is going to happen and what's right for this. It's not going to be a slap on the wrist, 2 years, 1 year. Oh, you don't do that no more. We're giving you probation. No, we're putting an end to that. That's what these protests are going to be about. These world protests that we're thinking and we're doing is what's going to happen. If I put my time into something, you damn well better believe it's going to happen. I'm not playing with that. If Lava puts her time into something, you damn well better believe it's going to happen. Because we're going to gather hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people on this. We have plenty of support. We have plenty of support. All we have to do is get it out there. We have people, each country, different countries. Today I've answered probably 600 messages alone, guys. 600 messages. And yes, guys, we are currently sold out of t-shirts. We've sold out like twice over, times 10, probably. I know my guy at the shop, he's been calling me, hey man, dude, we're sold out. We're sold out. Truck's low. We're sold out. He's like, we got a big run of masks in, but now I think we only got like 50 of those left. If that. I don't even know if we even have that now. Like I said, this is that's another source that we use. We're always on the go. A lot of people, they message me and they're like, hey, can we send you money? Can we do this donation? Guys, if you want to donate, we would like to give something back in return. That's us. When we find these missing kids, when we find anybody, when we do our assessments, when we do our investigations, when we do our organizations, when we do our plans, whenever we're doing it, we're giving something back. We're giving a lost one back to the community. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to do. So if you guys, I would love to do donations, guys, but frankly, we're not set up for donations. We do this for our hearts. I don't take a penny for this stuff, guys. Most on these t-shirt sales and all this stuff, it goes for food, gas, hotel expenses, vehicle expenses. We've got to have that. We have to have that in order to do that. For gear, like I've been using the same gear for 9 years, and I don't care a bit to say that. I'm comfortable with my gear. I like my gear. Like I showing them gloves is worn out. Love those gloves. Had them 9 years. Love them. That goes to show you I'm more old-fashioned guy. Hell, give me a knife, give me a nightstick, give me something. I'm all about that. I'm going to get my job across, and I'm going to get my point across easy. I'm going to get the job finished. It don't matter. No matter after laying the ditch 11.5 hours, done it before. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it done. That's the way I put in my heart. I don't put in failure. If you say can't, then you lost. I don't use can't in my vocabulary. I hate that word. That word is not in my vocabulary. I'll say it for like purpose reasons, but it's not there, and you're not going to find it with me. I always look at other words that not really even can't. If it can't do, I don't like that either. You know, I like will do, we will have done, like stuff like that. I like future tense purpose words, things that actually mean something. I don't like going back and thinking like something in the past. Oh well, we couldn't get that. No, hell no, it ain't doing that. We're going back to it. We're getting it done. Let's see. Love the hat. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I love the hat too. I kind of put the chain in. I kind of made this hat myself. I laid the crocodile teeth in it. And yes, these are real crocodile teeth. I laid the crocodile teeth in it. Reason I chose crocodile teeth. A lot of people say like Crocodile Dundee. Oh, I like Crocodile Dundee, yeah. But one reason I laid the crocodile teeth in, because when a crocodile bites a hold of something or grabs a hold of something, it don't let go. Neither do I. So, let's see. Yes, but you know, it's still what it is. That's why I said we gotta get this group alive. We got 30,000 members in this group, guys. 30,000 members, and for awareness, it'll pick up. It'll pick up. It's just Rome wasn't built in a day. Remember that. Rome wasn't built in a day. But we see something that we think and we know that we can work with. We're working with it. That's the way it is. Because we have faith in you guys. We have a lot of faith in you guys. We know where our generology of people is. We know where we can hit at, and we know what we're doing when we do that. When I sit here and I talk to you, trust me, guys, I wouldn't be here if I thought I was wasting my time with you guys. I would not do that, and I wouldn't take your time for that. When we talk about this general awareness, we really mean this, guys. We really want to help. We really want to teach you guys the general knowledge of this. And I think the last couple of videos we've seen, people starting to see it. A lot of people message me and they're like, "Hey, I remember this time I was walking, and you think that would have been a situation?" And I'm like, could have been. You never know, but you do know now. See, you're learning the generology of it. You're learning the awareness of it. You're learning. There's so many spots that I could set, guys, and talk to you about. So many things that we could sit and do. But here's the thing about it. If we sit there and we concentrate on just one of those aspects of it, just one, we're going to miss the rest of it. Anybody agree with me? If we focus on one point only, we miss the whole enchilada, because we'll be focusing on that one point. When we start training, we train in generology and general awareness, right? You want to know what the situation is, then what we do is we have these scenarios. And it's good. Buddy up with a friend. Buddy up with a person you trust. And start talking, asking questions. Hey, how can I become more alert? How can I become more aware? That's questions, guys, that you always want to ask, because those questions may lead to answers that you answer for yourself. Have you guys ever heard of people say, "Well, I'm not going to answer that question, you answer it yourself." And then you may not know the answer, but in time, it comes around to you, and you'll be thinking, you won't even be thinking about it, and all of a sudden it just slaps you in the head. Wow, wait a minute. I remember that. That answer just came to me. You guys ever do that? Think about that. You may not know all the answers right now, guys. You may not know all the answers to the questions, but it will come in time. That's the thing. I get stubborn up sometimes, guys. People be talking to me and they'll be asking me something, and I have to relive it back, and I'll be thinking like, hey, wait a minute. I remember that. I remember that time. I remember talking about that, but to be honest with you, I don't remember the answer to that. And then all of a sudden it just, oh God, I'm one of the worst. We're the world's worst. It'll start playing on my mind. I'm like, and then I start thinking about, I can't remember. Then I'll totally just go to something else. Somebody hit me out of the blue with another question, something else. I'll go to that, and the next thing you know, bam, that answer pops in my head. And I'm like, hey, yeah. I'll even go so far as call the person back. I think I was talking to my buddy Kyle, and I think I've done that. And we were talking about something, and I ended up calling him back saying, yeah, I remember that. Boom, this is here, this is where we done this, so and so. But, and that was when I was over in the admin, over another group, and then, anyways, it looked like fun. But that's what we got to do, guys. That's what we've got to always do. We have to ask questions. That is the first and most important thing. Ask questions. And then you put yourself in a scenario that you're out here, and this is actually happening. There is a kid, there is a grown-up that has a kid by the arm, and you see them kind of forcefully pulling that kid, and you see the kid with a little bit of hesitance. That hesitance. You have to understand that hesitance may be your only key, maybe your only clue. So it's up to us, you guys, to do what, guys? Ask questions. We have to ask questions. Most important thing about it. Great news. What happened yesterday? Let's see. There's a semi truck and was pulling out and everything, and they lost focus on what they was doing. Traffickers lost focus. A girl escaped. Think about that. We're putting so much pressure on these traffickers that they're losing focus. They're losing focus. When you lose focus, you might as well say you lose the what? War. You lose the what? Battle. You lose it all because you lost focus. You lost the main thing, your main goal that you're supposed to have is focus all the way through, carrying your whole scheme out. You lost focus. Therefore, you just opened up a slot. You opened up a space. You opened up a gap. The more you do that, the bigger gap you open up. Then you give opportunity to guys like me and our team. When our team gets in those gaps, well, we close those gaps up as we come in behind us. Then that just leaves you and us. That's not a pretty sight. It never is. Now think about that. But think about how I just done that. I just showed you a way how you play out a whole scenario, and I just now talked you through it about what you have to do. We shake them up. We shake those cages up, right? When you shake those cages, when you start shaking those cages, you start shaking up their foundation. When their foundation shakes, you got concrete. You pour concrete. You got a pole in the middle of this concrete. And then every once in a while, these vibrations hit this pole. Sooner or later, this concrete starts breaking up. You see what I'm getting at? You hit a tornado on that pole, and that concrete shatters. Think about that. Well, with the silence on this topic, here's the thing. There may be 20 people show up on this and watch. There may be 30 people show up. On a good night, you may get 40, 50, 60, 70. But after this is over, this video's on here. This video's on this group. Share it. Share it to everybody. And then see how many views you get. That's where it's at, guys. The more people that know, the more people who care, that is where you get your audience, guys. I could care less about the thousands and thousands of members that's not paying attention. You know, if you don't want to pay attention, that's fine. I want the ones who really want to learn. Taking 2 or 3 of you guys out of here, guys, let me tell you, you may go word of mouth and tell 50 each. You see what I'm saying? You just bettered my whole chances of video anyways. You just done what I need you to do. Thank you, Jessica. You're great, Jessica. You're awesome. But remember, guys, it's all about what you do when you do this stuff. When you come onto these videos, when you come on these live videos. Guys, I don't practice on what I'm going to say. Hell, I let it come from here. It comes from my heart. I let it just flow from my heart. Because, and I try to share experiences that I've had in the past with you guys. See, history and rich on joke appearance. Okay, I think that. So, But that's where it's at, guys. And that's what we got to do. If we have to do group appreciation and member appreciation day, I don't care to do that. I don't care to throw 3 free t-shirts at you guys. You know, I want your attention. I want something that gets your attention. And I want you attentive in learning this stuff, because you never know when it may save one of your own child, or somebody else's kid you may know, or somebody, a complete stranger's kid you may know, or you may not know. It may save one of those just by you knowing on the right things to do. But ask questions. Ask questions is the biggest thing. A lot of people, they, you know, on these tests and everything, a lot of people say, well, there's a lot of ways you can tell if so-and-so is in the trafficking and so-and-so. Let me get over here. If so-and-so is what they're wanting to do and how they're wanting to do it and what they really stand by. Well, there's a couple ways. There's a few ways, actually. But it's not always the same. Every situation you deal with will be different in some way or another. You may have a kind of the same kind of case, but I guarantee you, everything you see and everything you do in that case, in that situation, will be different. There'll be different scenarios. That's what it's about, them different scenarios. All kids does matter. So you guys remember that. All kids matter. All lives matter, guys. As a matter of fact, if you really want to go at it. But we have to put a stop to this evil. We have to put a stop to it. We have to put a stop to it now. If you guys had an organization, and we have 32,000 members, if each member donated $1 to an organization, do you know how much help an organization is going to get out of that? That's $32,000. Did you pay $32,000? No. You donated $1. $1 is all you donated. And now this organization has $32,000. They can use it for expenses. They can use it for what they're doing, for their better good. They can use it for whatever. Now, that's what most agencies, that's what most places do. And I'm not going to knock them, and I'm not going to, because I've been there in the situations. I know what it's like to be in those kind of current situations that they're in. Let me get this fixed here. So, therefore, I'm not going to knock nobody. I'm not going to knock them. I appreciate the work they're doing, because you know what? They're out there busting their ass. When a lot of people is out, you know, just they're sitting on their couch and they're not doing nothing. They're talking about doing it, and you know, they're not even doing the general awareness part of it. They're not even inclined to it. But you know, you ever heard of the hero days? And you have the one-uppers and people. You ever meet people that you've done something and then they've done something to step up? You know, you may be a great hunter, but next thing you know, they're a great hunter. You killed, say, if you're a hunter. So just say if you're a hunter. I don't hunt animals. I don't believe in hunting animals. I do hunt traffickers. I do believe in that, but I do not hunt animals. But say that. Let's think about it. Say if you caught 2 fish. If you was out fishing, you caught 2 fish. This next guy, he's telling you he caught 3 fish. You guys know the type, right? Right? Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Oh, Lord. I'll sit here and let's see some more members come in. We'll see what's going on with it. I know we're at a meeting with another group. It's about 20,000 members. I want to talk to admin here, and then we'll schedule something. Let's see here. Who's the people been telling you to quit sharing awareness? Because I'd like to slap them in the face myself. Because I'm telling you, I mean, if you're going to do it at all costs, and if you're putting yourself on the line and you're doing this stuff, then, you know, and someone's going against you 100%. I've had this, guys, I know. The ones that's going against you, don't you think they have something to hide? If you're doing this for kids, and you're doing it and you're all in, everything you got, 100%, your heart is there, and then someone's fighting you, and you know in your heart, and you're doing the right thing, and you're doing it for children, missing children and things, and they're sitting there fighting you tooth and nail, who has something to hide? Right? Let me speak on this. With tracking, just say with trafficking in general, because I like to stay with one thing until we go to, once we learn something and we learn this and we get this awareness down, I don't care a bit to go to something else. Matter of fact, I would love to go to something else. But I want to hear your all's experiences with, whenever, you just post them on the group. We'll allow it. Post them on the group, some of your experiences. You know, you may have come across somebody looking at a kid wrong or something, and you catch it, you know, you catch it with wire, general awareness, but right here, not these, right here, we catch it, and then we do something about it. We ask questions. I want people like that in this group to start posting their scenarios and what happened. That is where you get better and better and better. I'm gonna guarantee you, when you first do it, guys, you're gonna be nervous as hell. You're gonna be so nervous. You're gonna think, and you know, you're gonna have your consciences going at each other. Oh, you should do this. Oh no, don't do this. Don't get involved. That word, I hate that word. Don't. I hate that word. I hate that word can't. I hate that word don't. Now, the 3 words I hate that's put up in a sentence or put anywhere if it's used is don't get involved. I hate those words. I hate those words. Because when you don't get involved, let me tell you something. Here's the other ones. You don't know the future, especially for that person involved. Remember that. So you may be saving a life. Oh, you may be saving 4 or 5 lives. Or you could be saving tons of lives. You never know. You never know. They may have that child. They may have just snuck and got that child and have a group more of children in a hotel room. And you just happen to walk by right at the right time as they's going in the door and the child resists. Boom. As the action happens. Let me tell you something, guys. A lot of people, and a lot of law enforcement, and I teach and I talk about this a lot. They talk about action and reaction. Let me tell you something. Action is always faster than reaction. Does anybody know why? Does anybody know why? And I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you why. I'm going to give you a chance to answer that real fast. Why is action faster than reaction? I want a good answer. I want a good answer, guys. Come on. Come on, speak up. I want you guys to think about it. Why is action faster than reaction? Action is premeditated. It's a good answer. I'm looking for something more in depth. Something that's going to blow your minds. Something that will blow your minds. Come on, guys. Come on. Jody's answered the question. Come on. Reaction is hit by surprise. That's reaction still. Keep going. Keep going. Even deeper. Even deeper. Come on. I want somebody to answer this question for me. I want an in-depth answer. I want something that comes from your heart. Because when I give you my answer, and when I tell you exactly what it is, you're going to be like, whoa. Come on. Reaction causes doubt. Okay, I can see that in a way, but I want something deeper, guys. Come on. If you're going to be hunters, you got to understand this. Come on. And I'm being straight up with you guys. You got to understand this. Because this is very, very important what I'm getting ready to tell you. You guys are doing good. You guys are hitting right on the spot. But you remember the old commercial? How many licks does it take to get to the center row or to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Remember that? Well, this is something like one of those answers. So come on, guys, let me hear a good answer. Come on, because this is in depth. This is deep. I want something deep. Come on. Come on, think about it. Invite your friends. I want an answer on this. I want an answer. I want to see how in tune that we actually are. I mean, I'll give you an answer. I'll give you my answer. I will eventually do that. But I want to see what you guys got. See, I'm waiting right now. I'm having patience. I'm waiting because I want you guys to understand. I'm not out here making a buck off this. Trust me. I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to know. Because action gets these monsters put away. That's a good one, Priscilla. It's a good one. It's a good one. Really good one. But keep going. Even depth. Even depth. Come on. Daniel Wilkerson. Okay, I want to know the importance pretty much, of and the difference of action and reaction. Because reaction or action will always be faster than reaction. Why? Why is it? Why is action always faster than reaction? Come on, think about it. Think about it, guys. Think about how it's going to turn into what we're doing here with general awareness. That's what I want you to get at. Think about that. And then you'll see her whole point of even being here. Come on. Everybody's pondering. Everybody ready for the answer? Oh, wait. Because the action is a choice, okay? No, well, it's all choice. Everything's a choice. Everything we do is a choice. Come on. Reaction is a result of a choice. I mean, it's a result. Yeah, it's all a result. You guys ready? Is everybody ready? Now, let's do this. Because in order to have reaction, we have to have an action. You see what I'm saying? That's why action is always faster than reaction. If you have somebody coming at you with a knife, that's their action. They're automatically got to jump on you. They've automatically got a head up on you. Now, your reaction cannot be faster than what they've already done because they already committed an action. So in order to have a reaction, right, you have to have an action. So in order to have a reaction in what we're talking about here in this scenario is you have to have an action. Someone has to already have played that card. Someone has already had to grab that child. You see what I'm getting at, guys? Somebody has already had to grab that child. Now, when they do this, they look for what we call slots. These slots are when you're not paying attention. So they automatically got a heads up on us, guys. They got a game plan. We don't have a game plan. It's like our law enforcement out there. They don't know what the case is going to be when they come up on something. They have no idea. So we have an idea. We plan all of our organizations out and all of our operations out. We plan all that out. We plan out everything we're going to do because we already have general knowledge of what we're going to do. This ain't just hit us. We've had weeks, maybe months, maybe even sometimes even years to plan out what we're going to do when we make these operations and everything. We know what we're going to do. We already have it planned out. Therefore, we know what our action is. See what I'm saying? Then it switches sides. Then they have to have a what after we plan our action. We're already a step ahead of them. See, that's why it's so important for that action to never take place. And general awareness and deterring these people is what we have to do. Okay, see. It is. I know you did. But I like those deep ones that really hit your heart. Here's another one, guys. Here's another one. You got two people. One man's got his hands against another's throat, and he's sitting there squeezing him, sitting there got his hands on his throat and everything. Now you put yourself in a situation. What do you do? What would you do? Put yourself in a situation. What would you do? Now, before you answer this, before anybody says anything, guys, I've asked Chinese monks. I've asked Japanese karate masters. Hell, I even asked Chuck Norris once. He actually got it right. So, what would you do? Some people say, well, I break the guard up. I palm strike to the face. I rake the shin down with the heel. What would you guys do? Just put yourself in a situation. What do you do? Jody, you got the answers. What do you do? Oh, I know you do. Jody, I know you are. I know you are, brother. I know. You're doing great, man. So, what do you do in this scenario here? I want to hear what you do. I want to hear what each one of you guys do. Because I'm trying to prepare your minds for what's going to come. I'm preparing your minds for what's already out there. I'm preparing your minds on how you deal with what's there. A blow to the ribs or the groin strike. Okay, cool deal. That's a good answer. Anybody else? I want a couple more answers. Let's get a couple more answers. Come on, guys. Maybe 2 more answers. I'm assisted, dude. It's cool, though. Okay, cool deal, assistant. I like that. I like that too. Anyway, come on, guys. Damn, you got me laughing. Come on now. Give me another answer. Give me one more answer and I'll tell you. Look for a weapon or either person. First be acting. Look for a weapon on either person. First be acting. Okay, cool. Cool deal. That's good. That's good. So you look for a weapon or something. Finally got your life. Yeah, you did. You did good. Well, let me tell you. You're wrong. You know what you do? You know what you do? You squeeze harder. Now you see, each one of you guys automatically thought about this, and you put yourself being the victim. Why did you put yourself being the victim for? Why? I didn't give you no other anything else, did I? You put yourself as being a victim. We're automatically trained to be that victim. We're automatically trained that we're the ones always defending ourselves. Remember that. That's why. We're automatically trained that. You put yourself as being a victim. Why? Why not put yourself as being the aggressor? You see what I'm saying? Now, when people's out there and they're shopping and everything, they automatically assume something's going to happen to them. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Am I right? That's why. You have to put yourself in a different scenario on this. You're the hunter. You're the hunter, right? I'm a hunter. I know that. I know what I am. Automatically, I know what I am. There's no changing that. There's no changing that for nothing. I'm a hunter. I am made to hunt. That's what I'm going to do. So, these people, everybody's messaging me. If you guys are messaging me, I will get to you. On the sold out on t-shirts and everything, we did sell out, but we had like 2 or 3. The ones we got to and we messaged, you guys are okay. You guys are good. Remember that. Okay. So anyways, I get blowed up for messages. I know I've answered probably 500 today. So guys, that's what you got to do. You got to put yourself as not being the victim, because if you're putting yourself as being a victim, guess what? You look like a victim, right? So we don't want that. We don't want these guys out here preying on our kids. We don't want that at all. That's what we want to stay away from. We don't want to even give them the thought to prey on our kids. Remember that, guys. That's the whole big secret on that. Whole big secret. So let's come on. What we got? I missed a question. Jessica, the question, there was a couple questions, but the last one's really, really good. It was put yourself in a situation kind of question, and it was like if someone, put yourself in a situation, you got 2 people, one person's got their hands against another's throat, put yourself in a situation, what do you do? Did you hear the answer, Jessica? If you didn't, I'll give you a chance to answer it. But if you did, don't be like one of them people that's got, they see a magic trick. The next thing you know, they show that magic trick again. That way they can catch it. How many people have ever done that? Now, I'm guilty of that one. I've done that before. So, but that's where we're at, guys. We have to really assert ourselves in what we're doing. If we don't, nobody else is going to assert themselves for us, right? Awesome. Exactly. Hey, Joe. Hey, much respect, man. Much respect. Wait, hold on a second here. I appreciate you watching, man. Appreciate everything you're doing. I got a task force guy, original task force guy on the other side here. So hold on 1 second, guys. Don't go nowhere. I got to figure this out because there's a kid that's. Hold on a second. Just hold on 1 second, guys. Trust me. Where are we looking for? Okay. Top pound 30. Okay, I'm good. We're good with that. Cool deal. But remember, guys, we gotta always assert ourselves in the situation. That's why we ask questions. When we ask questions, we automatically assert ourselves in. Now, before we go into anything else, I know a lot of you guys have tuned in to the past ones, to the past live videos and all that I've done. So before we go on to another subject or another training route, anything, before we move on to anything, has anybody got any kind of questions on general awareness and what we need to do, what we need to be doing for general awareness? Oh my gosh, I got about 60 new messages on just doing this video. So do we have any more questions on before we move along to another source, something else we can get information from? I'm gonna start asking some questions, guys. I want some people to start answering. Let's just see what you've already learned. Give me 3 places that is more than likely that you see somebody with trying to take part in human trafficking. Give me 3 places. I talked about this last night. Really hit on one of them. So give me 3 places for trafficking. Hotels, Walmart, trucks. Walmart. Hey, Walmart's a tourist attraction, right? Hey, I believe that 100%. But yeah, you're right. These supermarkets, these places where you can actually get deterred a little bit. You can actually get. Troy, if you're watching, brother, we'll do that. We'll resume our mission. What we're talking about. Matter of fact, I'm going to message you right now, guys. I'm going to bring in a good friend of mine. Let him introduce himself to you. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm bringing you on. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Request to be in your broadcast. Is he even in a group? Okay, hold on a second, buddy. Goodness gracious. Hey, if any admins is watching or any moderators, can we bring Troy Jacobs in? I don't know if I can actually bring him on here right now. He has to be in a group or something. Let's see here. That's sad, ain't it? Search. Okay, I got you right here. Oh yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do it, guys. We ain't gonna be able to bring him in. So, goodness gracious, I'll get to you, brother. I'll get to you, man. I gotta bring you in a group. Hold on a second. Accept. God bless. Come on, guys. Okay, guys. If you hold on a second, we'll get this going. We'll get all these people in here. We'll talk about it. We're going to talk about some things. So hold on a second, guys. Just hold, bear with me.